They took me down to the river when the sun went low. Said wash the sins off, let the spirit glow. The congregation sang, their hands raised to the sky. But I felt the judgment passing by. The preacher gripped my head, shoved me under the black. Said, when you rise up, there ain't no turning back. But the water was cold and the spirit was grim. I walked out a sinner baptized by him. I carried the darkness deep within. The mud on my boots is the mark of my faith. I met my Savior at the devil's gate. He didn't wear white, he didn't carry a book. He just showed me the mirror with a cold, hard look. Baptized in black by the river of doubt and fear, washed clean of nothing for all these years. I am the South's dark sun, born of the bitter flood. They can't cleanse the heart that is stained with mud and blood. The sinner walks free, the prophecy is done. I belong to the shadows beneath the southern sun. I go on to the shadows beneath the southern sun. The preacher was a snake, the Bible was thin. His words were a cage to hold the wild things in. He spoke of heaven, but he looked like he lied with that hungry, fearful look in his eye. I tried the good way, I walked the holy line, but the dark roads of my nature are always mine. I'm a child of the moon, I'm a child of the dust, bound by the chains of my own deep distrust. Baptized in black by the river of doubt and fear, washed clean of nothing for all these years. I am the South's dark sun, born of the bitter flood. They can't cleanse the heart that is stained with mud and blood. The sinner walks free, the prophecy is done. I belong to the shadows beneath the southern sun. I belong to the shadows beneath the southern sun. Black water runs deep and the devil watches. Skin and sharp seams, a gilded cage for my outlaw dreams. I polished the shoes and I choked on the name, but the blood in my heart still burns with the flame. Another late night, another lie, gotta sail, trapped in a cubicle, living my own private hell. I see the faces, drawn and tied and old, every story a promise that the system sold. I hear the sirens calling me back to the road, away from the numbers, away from the heavy load. This tie is a noose, the button's a lock, I'm ready to smash this damn corporate clock. This suit hangs heavy, like a coffin on my back. I'm throwing the ledger right onto the track. Tear this damn paper down, I'll burn the whole damn floor. I'm the ghost in the city, I'm knocking down the door. Outlaw reborn, the chain is finally broke. I live for the fire and the righteous smoke, and the righteous smoke. I was promised the sky that gave me the ground. The only loyalty here is the sound of the hound. Every handshake is cold, every smile is a knife, trading my pride for a predictable life. I walk past the bosses, they think that they won, but the true war, my friend, has only begun. I got the fire of the South inside my soul. They can't cage the spirit, they can't make me whole. This suit hangs heavy, like a coffin on my back. I'm throwing the ledger right onto the track. Tear this damn paper down, I'll burn the whole damn floor. I'm the ghost in the city, I'm knocking down the door. Outlaw reborn, the chain is finally broke. I live for the fire and the righteous smoke. Oh, oh. I stand before you now in this fine tale of lie, with the dust on my boots and the sin in my eye. They call me a gentleman, they call me well-bred, but my soul is a coffin for the walking dead. I learned the rules of the ledger and the chain, paid for my silence with endless pain. The smile is rehearsed, the suit is brand new, but the bones underneath are cold and aren't true. This is the final service, the last word I'll speak, a sermon delivered for the weary and weak. Contract is sealed, the time is all done. I'm trading the darkness for the dark of the sun. I stripped the armor off, I left the papers to burn. Now I'll preach the truth that you will finally learn. Hear the dark gentleman's sermon. The suit hangs heavy no more. I pay the price with the debt I swore. You can't buy salvation, you can't buy grace. Just a cold honest dirt on your final resting place. The wicked are free, the damnation is done. The raking of feet, I ride out alone. Beneath the fade Though the wicked are free, though the wicked are free, though the wicked are free. I leave the boardroom for the wind and the stone. Everything I built was never my own. I tried to live clean, I tried to play the game, but the truth is a fire and it calls my name. There's blood on the velvet, there's ash on the floor. I won't be returning to this prison door. I faced the devil, he wore my own face. Now I claim the silence of this empty space. Hear the dark gentleman the suit hangs heavy no more. I pay the price with the debt I swore. You can't buy salvation, you can't buy grace. Just a cold honest dirt on your final resting place. The wicked are free, the damnation is done. I ride out alone beneath the fading sun. The soul is free. The gentleman is gone. Yeah. The punch clock ticks, a hammer on bone. Another shift passed, but the hours ain't my own. They call it profit, a clean business sin. Writing the ledger of all the poor souls they drag in. I saw the number, I saw the deceit, built on the backs of the men on the street. My tie is silk, but the collar's too tight, choking on whispers in the fluorescent light. I sold my strength for a signature line, the true cost of my youth on a piece of bright shine. The coffee's burnt, the moral is low, just watching the years like a sad, slow show. The CEO preaches with a plastic smile, says we're family while he steals every mile. I try to warn them, I try to speak the truth, but the system is rigged since my stolen youth. Every spreadsheet is a grave marker laid for the honest decisions that we never made. I got the files hidden, the paper trail deep, the secrets the boardroom is trying to keep. Oh, the liquor of lies, it runs like and it runs cold. A story of betrayal that will never be told. We are the ghosts in the suits that we wear, drowning in silence, breathing the empty air. They own the hours, they own the name, but they can't burn away the righteous flame. I look in the mirror, but the face ain't mine, just a hollow mask with a corporate sign. I could walk out now, leave the whole damn mess, but the chain is the promise of quiet success. The walls are glass, but they're never truly clean, reflecting the sickness of the scene. I'm just a number, a drone in the high, praying for the day I finally feel alive. Oh, the liquor of life, it runs long and it runs cold, a story of betrayal that will never be told. We are the ghosts in the suits that we wear, drowning in silence, breathing the empty air. They own the hours, they own the name, but they can't burn away the righteous flame. The ledger closes, but the lie stays open.
Rain on the glass, just like the tears I can't seem to cry. Watching the final stolen dreams slowly drift by. This bottle, my company, this silence is my home. A cheap motel key is the only thing I truly own. I poured the whiskey, but the bitter sting stays true. Every glass reminds me of the good I couldn't do. I left the cell and the suit on the floor. Didn't need that kind of empty anymore. They rolled me here to a pause in the fight, hiding from shadows in the pale motel light. I walk through fire, I walk through shame, cursed every boss that ever called my name. Now just the echoes of the promises I broke. The loneliness is heavy, a silent choking smoke. I look at the map, but the destination is blurred. The only clear truth is the one I never heard. Oh, the whiskey break is the only grace I can find, leaving the corporate ghost and the past behind. I'm paying the debt with the pain in my chest, just praying for a moment, a second of rest. Let the darkness claim what it desires, then maybe I'll escape the cleansing fire. This old guitar spit, leaving too, of a heart that's lost its way and grown cold. I stare at the ceiling, I stare at the cracks, knowing there ain't no damn turning backs. Maybe there's a whisper in the wind that blows a tiny seed of hope that nobody knows, for a final rest beneath the weeping willow tree. for a moment, a second of rest. Let the darkness claim what it desires. Then maybe I'll escape the cleansing fire. Just whiskey and the rain and the gold.
I don't need water, I don't need the holy oil, just the venom and heat of the southern soil. They try to drown me in the river's slow flow, said it would cleanse the place where the shadows grow. But the devil's faith is the only one I claim, burning my sins in a quiet vicious flame. The rattlesnake's wisdom is the only truth I found, silent till the moment it makes its sound. The cross is a symbol for the fool and the weak. They pray for the things that the strong man won't speak. My baptism is poison, my rebirth is pain. I walk through the fire again and again. Rattlesnake baptism, by the dust and the slow black heart, my silent devotion to the venomous art. They try to drown the demon, they try to wash him clean, but the cold-blooded truth is the man I've always been. Preacher's voice is just a low, dishonest hum. He talks about salvation that will never come. I felt the spirit and it was cold and it was long. A slow, heavy rhythm where everything went wrong. They can keep their hymns and their promises of grace. I'll take the silence and the heat of this cursed place. I am the dirt, I am the stone, I am the dust, a temple built on cold, deep distrust. Rattlesnake baptism, by the dust and the slow black heart, my silent devotion to the venomous art. They try to drown the demon, they try to wash him clean, but the cold-blooded truth is the man I've always been. The serpent waves, the soil keeps it true.
whiskey is drained, only the dust of the old life remains. I traded the suit for the duster and hat. There's no turning back from the path where I sat. The road tried to break me, the silence got close, but the fire inside me is what matters the most. The paper trail ends where the mountains begin. I'll pay the price now for the man I've been. The blood on the books, the names they have blurred, but the man in the mirror is finally heard. I stand at the crossroad where the shadow is cast. The corporate ghost is a thing of the past. I've got the freedom that money can't buy. I stand here a man beneath the open sky. This is outlaw redemption. My debt is paid in steel. The chains that they forged are the ones I now feel, but they are broken. Let the fires burn the corporate greed. I am the new soil, I am the outlaw seed. No, no more numbers, no more clock. I am the thunder, I am the rock. Redemption. The sky looks cleaner, the air feels thin. No more walls to hold the true spirit in. I carry the scars, they're the marks of the war. You're against the system that asked me for more. I faced the devil, he wore a fine tie. Now he's just a whisper beneath the desert sky. The lonely highway is the only boss I obey. I ride on forever, starting from this day. This is outlaw redemption. My debt is paid in steel. The chains that they forged are the ones I now feel, but they are broken. Let the fires burn the corporate greed. I am the new soil, I am the outlaw seed. Oh, no more numbers, no more clock. I am the thunder, I am the rock. Redemption. The outlaw is free. The melody was soft, the lightning low and dim. I searched for honesty beneath the flawless skin. I watched the movement, I studied the design, but I missed the one true crack within the final line. I don't struggle, I preside. The greatest deception is the one I let inside. I saw the ghost in her eyes where the love used to burn. A hollow reflection, a lesson I had to learn. Ghost in her eyes, ghost in her eyes. The truth was always clear. I fell for the image that was never ever here. You sold the passion, I bought the elaborate cheat.
My steel resolve was shattered by a touch that was so sweet. I architect the coldness, I processed the slow decay. The man I became pushed the good man away. I preside over the consequence. The real wound is the absence of repentance. I saw the ghost in her eyes where the love used to burn. A hollow reflection, a lesson I had to learn. Ghost in her eyes, ghost in her eyes. The truth was always clear. I fell for the image that was never ever here. They preach about glory, they preach about grace. I see the hunger on every holy face. The collection plate is heavier than sin, but the devil is smiling as the preacher lets them in. They talk about heaven, but they live in a lie, watching the desperate as they walk on by. I spend my Sunday sitting in the wooden pew, waiting for a truth that never came true. The only mercy they ever had was cheap, while the real truth is buried 6 feet deep. I'm holding the hammer, I'm ready to strike, stealing the fire back from the dark of the night. They chained me with fear, they shackled my mind. Now I'm leaving the holy book behind. The cross has nailed and they're meant for me, paying the price for the man I refuse to be. I need salvation that doesn't cost gold, a story of fire that can't be told. Burn the false prophets, the righteous flame is lit. I am the sinner who finally quit. Oh, I sold my soul to the ledger and the clock, then I sold it again for a piece of holy rock. 2 sides of the same damn currency coin, with the blood of the righteous and the money joined. I seek the penance, the real hard-earned pain, not the easy forgiveness that runs down the drain. I'll find my own redemption in the heat of the road, away from the judgment in the hell below. The cross has nails and they're meant for me, paying the price for the man I refuse to be. I need salvation that doesn't cost gold, a story of fire that can't be told. Burn the false prophets, the righteous flame is lit. I am the sinner who finally quit. Oh, no more praying, just paying. She stands by the grave where the willow tree weeps, holding the secrets
that the cold soil keeps. It was a foolish death, a poor man's last mistake, a life I took that I can never retake. I sent a man down to the dusty ground, without a warning, without a sound. Now I ride the back roads with a heavy load. The guilt of the murder is the only grace I'm owed. The sun doesn't shine the way it did before. Happiness won't knock on this lonely door. The tears that she cried were a curse on my name, a slow burning fire, a constant wicked flame. She never spoke a word, just a look in her eyes that promised I'd never see paradise. Oh, the widow's curse clings to my soul like a shroud, a quiet judgment in the desolate crowd. Every town I ride through, a shadow is there, a silent reminder of my great despair. I seek the penance, the price I must pay for the light that I stole from her life that day. Poured out the whiskey, but the loneliness stays, haunted by the ghost of those forgotten days. The highway's my mistress, the moon is my friend, a journey of suffering that never will end. I sold my pride for a handful of dirt. All that is left now is a constant quiet hurt. I look at the sky, but the clouds are too gray, praying for a bullet to blow the pain away. Oh, the white elf curse, it clings to my soul like a shroud, a quiet judgment in the desolate crowd. Every town I ride through, a shadow is there, a silent reminder of my great despair. I seek the penance, the price I must pay for the light that I stole from her life that day. I hear a voice in the wind, forgiving or waiting.